The Bakersfield sun was a furnace against my back as we rolled into Rosie's diner. My bones ached from the ride out of Reno, the vibration of the road still humming in my grip. I'm Marcus Reaper Davidson, and at 6'3", with a scarred brow. I know what people see when I walk in. An outlaw. Sarah, the owner, watched us with a steady hand, her pulse quickening but her eyes respectful. We took the back booths, the smell of old leather and stale gasoline clinging to our vests like a second skin. I was halfway through a burger when the world shifted. The diner door didn't just open, it exploded. The bell tore from its mounting and clattered to the floor. Standing there was a scrap of a girl maybe 7 years old, clutching a half-destroyed teddy bear. Her pink unicorn shirt was stained with dust and tears, but it was her feet that stopped my heart. They were bare, bleeding, leaving small red prints on the checkered floor as she stumbled past the frozen businessmen and the startled waitress. She didn't look at the accountant in the polo shirt. She didn't look at the law-abiding families. She walked straight to me. "Please," she whispered, her voice a jagged break in the silence. "He's killing my mama. Nobody helps us. Nobody ever helps. But you look strong." I looked down at this broken child who had chosen us as her last hope. My jaw tightened until it felt like stone. Her name was Emma, and her mama, Maria, was running out of time 6 blocks away in a blue house on Oleander Street. I stood up, the decision already made in my gut. I'd watched my own sister die 20 years ago because she was too scared to leave a monster. I wasn't going to let it happen again. "Valkyrie, stay with the girl," I commanded. "Ghost, demon, hammer with me." We hit the pavement at a punishing pace. When we reached the house, the screams coming from inside were primal, desperate. I didn't wait. I pounded on the door with a fist like a sledgehammer. "Bakersfield PD. Open the door," I roared. It was a lie, but bullies make mistakes when they're scared. Ray Hutchkins opened the door, 180 pounds of beer-bloated rage. "You ain't cops," he sneered, but his eyes darted to the 12-inch patches on our chests. We didn't give him a choice. My brothers moved with tactical precision, Ghost pinning his arm while Hammer filled the doorway like a mountain. Inside, the living room was a graveyard of broken furniture. Maria was huddled in a corner, her face swollen, her eyes wide with a terror no woman should know. "Please, don't hurt me," she whimpered. The words hit me like a physical blow. I stepped toward her, keeping my voice low and steady. "Maria, I watched my sister die because she believed the promises. I'm asking you now, do you want to leave? Not tomorrow. Right now." "Yes," she whispered, her voice finally finding its strength. "I want to leave." The next hour was a blur of flashing sirens and legal statements. Sergeant Morrison saw the truth in Maria's bruises and the loaded revolver Demon found in the kitchen. As they led Ray away in handcuffs, his bravado crumbled into a pathetic gray powder. I stood in the yard as the ambulance pulled away, taking Maria and Emma to a new beginning in Fresno. We were outlaws, men who lived outside the lines, but for one night in Bakersfield, we were the only law that mattered. "Mount up," I called out. The engines roared to Lifa, thunderous growl that echoed through the quiet street like a promise kept. If you or someone you know is in a dangerous situation, please know that help is available. You can reach out to the National Domestic Violence Hotline. And remember, you are not alone. Thanks for listening, and if you enjoyed this story, make sure to like and subscribe for more. Ride safe. Light safe.